Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be hitting up shoulders. Now this is going to be the first like proper full shoulder workout that I haven't had to modify in quite a number of weeks. So it is certainly since before the deload. So I'm not expecting to break any records at the beginning of the mesocycle anyway. You're not looking to break any records at the beginning of the mesocycle. And what I'm going to try and focus on here is getting back into the movement pattern, especially of the cable lateral raises that I do, two variations of the cable lateral raises that I do. So for anyone that hasn't watched any of my previous shoulder workouts where I introduced those cable laterals, I find it very difficult. The resistance profile for lateral raises on the cable, I find it very difficult to kind of activate the muscles in the correct order and stuff. So I'm pretty much just focusing. I'm not trying to push weight. I'm still trying to get the failure, but I'm trying to get the failure with reps. So I'm using a lighter weight and just trying to feel the muscle contract, feel that, get used to that resistance profile, as it were. I find it very, very difficult. Always have done for the entire length of time that I've been lifting. Cable lateral raises is something that I've never really fully gotten on board with, which is why for most of the time I just use dumbbells to do lateral raises. But I want to try and get the most, especially with all this latest research coming out about lengthened partials and stuff. The dumbbell lateral raises are absolutely useless for lengthened partials, because obviously the weight's pointing straight down when the muscle is lengthened, so it's not actually putting any tension on the muscle in that position. Where the cable lateral raises, that's where the most tension is whenever the muscle's lengthened. So I really want to try and make the effort to learn the movement, to try and get my body to learn the movement, to feel the contraction, and how to contract the muscle throughout that range. And I think it's just a matter of putting more effort in, essentially getting used to it, not giving up. In the past, any time I've done cable lateral raises, I tend to give up after sort of 6 months or so. So we've been doing those now for I think 2 months, although it's been a very inconsistent 2 months. So I'm going to at least until the end of this year, and probably well into next year, I'm going to keep those movements in. I'm going to force myself to keep those movements in, just to try and learn that movement pattern a bit better, and get my body into sync with it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get there in the end. So with that being said, we'll start off today the way we do every shoulder day. We'll start off with some shrugs. Not planning on going super heavy with the shrugs. I'm probably gonna stay below 100 kilos, to be honest. Might rep out. Don't know. We'll see how I feel. But I'm gonna stay fairly light, just with it being the first full shoulder workout, as it were. I'm gonna keep it fairly light, and just like I said, rep out. In fact, I will try and rep out, because I want to try and get the failure. Even if I'm not pushing weight, I still want to try and get close to failure anyway. So we'll try and go as far as we can. Then we'll move on to the low cable lateral raises. Like I said, we're going to go light in those and just try and feel the movement. Again, I'm going to try and get the failure, and I think I'll find it fairly easy to get the failure on them, to be honest. But yeah, low cable lateral raises, and then we'll do the high cable lateral raises. Now, the reason why I do the two lateral raise variations is because my right shoulder, I have a bit of a niggle on my right shoulder, and what I find is the low cable lateral raise, you have to open the shoulder out more in order to get the full, get through a fuller range of motion. Where with the high cable lateral raise, because you're starting at a really stretched position, whenever you're fully contracted, you're down here, so my shoulder's not opening up as much. So I feel that I can just push a bit more weight, push a bit harder on that movement without having to worry too much about the niggle on my shoulder. Now, the other thing is, the reason why I don't just do the high cable lateral raise is because I feel that the high cable lateral raise hits a slightly different part of the lateral head of the delt. It tends to hit me a bit lower down on the delt, where the low cable lateral raise hits me a bit sort of higher up and sort of round. So they kind of hit two different sides of the delt. That's the way it works for me anyway, whatever way I'm contracting my muscle. So then once we're done with that, we'll go on to some sort of more rear delt focused work. So we'll do some seated face pulls, and then we'll finish off with some chest supported barbell face pulls. All right, let's get to it.
Bye.
right, that's going to do it for shoulders. All in all, a really, really good workout there today, especially given that it's just the first one back. I actually felt quite strong through today. I probably should have pushed myself a bit harder on the shrugs at the beginning of the workout than what I did, but I was happy enough. Whenever I come the top set, I just repped out until like I went to absolute failure, where I couldn't even. I was essentially just doing lengthened partials by the end of that set. So really, really happy how that went, even though I didn't use as much weight as I probably should have done. The cable, the low and the high cable lateral raises, they went fairly well. Actually, I'm surprised that it didn't have to. I'm surprised that I didn't struggle a bit more, given just that it's been a few weeks since I've done them. I didn't struggle a bit more just with, like I said, that resistance profile on those. They felt pretty good, so hopefully that's a good sign. I actually added a little bit of weight onto the high cable lateral raise. Whenever I was doing those just in the last set, I felt particularly strong with them, if I'm being honest. So I did. So that was all good. And then on the seated phase pulls, back up to my top weight in those 40 kilos, and again they felt pretty good. Now, the last couple of reps were probably closer to lengthened partials and full reps, but I was happy enough with the outcome. Happy enough to be back, up to that top weight that I was using before. So that is essentially giving me a good jumping off platform to make a bit more progress in the weeks ahead in this mesocycle. The chest supported barbell face pulls, I did go back up to my top weight in those in the last set, but it felt really, really hard. So it definitely didn't feel as easy as at the end as what I was doing at the end of the last mesocycle with those. But again, that's okay. We've got plenty of time in this mesocycle to build that strength back up. And again, the last couple of reps in that set were probably closer to lengthened partials and full reps, but that's okay. That's a good thing. So it is. So yeah, like I said, all in all, it went pretty well. Given the fact that this is the first sort of proper full shoulder workout of this mesocycle, I'm very happy with how it went. I feel that I haven't lost too much strength, given that the last couple of months essentially have been, my training has been quite patchy. It's not been as consistent as what it needs to be, or what it should be. I'm very happy that I haven't just completely lost all my strength gains. I have lost size in my shoulders over the last number of months, I've noticed. So, but hopefully that'll come back, or it should come back quickly enough. So it should, especially given that the strength is still pretty much intact. So fingers crossed, I'm gonna make good progress in the next couple of weeks and try and fill back out again to where I was at before the summer. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. If you've enjoyed the video, feed the anabolic algorithm with the comments, shares, likes and subscribes, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.